NFL news. Shedeur Sanders. Browns might lose key weapon to CJ Stroud Texans. After spending all of his NFL career with the Cleveland Browns, a 4X Pro Bowler might join the Houston Texans and CJ Stroud. Shedeur Sanders could certainly miss his talent. Nick Chubb has been the face of the Cleveland Browns for years. He has embodied the city and tried to elevate the team. After suffering a gruesome injury, it seems that Chubb will leave Shedeur Sanders and join CJ Stroud and the Houston Texans in the 2025 NFL season. The running back has been one of the best in the last few years, but a knee injury clearly hampered his career. Last season, he was able to play only 8 games and ran for 332 yards and 3 TDs. Ian Rappaport from NFL Network reported Chubb is expected to sign with Houston on Monday if he passes the physical test. However, the Browns were also looking to move on. They selected RB Quinshon Judkins with a second-round pick. Seeing that, it was clear for Chubb that his future was outside of Cleveland. Can Chubb help the Texans? The Texans have Joe Mixon as RB1. Not only is he a great dual-threat running back, but he is in his prime. Given Chubb's injuries, he won't compete for a starting role. However, Chubb can be productive and push the Texans further. Chubb is still able to help out. First and foremost, he will provide Mixon much-needed rest during the game and serve as a powerful backup. Secondly, Chubb is a leader of men and will be great for team morale. The Texans are a playoff team and hope to go for a big run this season. The former Georgia man can give depth to the roster. What other weapons do the Texans have? Besides Chubb and Mixon, the Texans have a young core of good, promising Delores. Of course, Nico Collins will be the first option. Collins is an absolute beast and is fresh off a 1,000-yard season. He also added 7 TDs. While Tank Dell is not available for this year, still battling a knee injury, the Texans drafted Jaden Higgins, who is another standout receiver with a similar build to that of Collins. Stroud also has one of the NFL's safest tight ends in Dalton Schultz. As long as Stroud has good protection, he will be in the mix for a stellar season under center. Will Chubb be a star in Houston? Probably not, but he will add to the team for sure. The buzz in Cleveland was electric. Shedeur Sanders, the rookie quarterback with star power in his veins and precision in his arm, had taken over as the Browns' new face. He was confident, composed, and every bit the showman that his father, D and Coach Prime Sanders, had raised him to be. Fans were already wearing number 2 jerseys before he even took a snap in the preseason. But behind the scenes, a storm was brewing, and it was coming from the south. Houston, to be exact. CJ Stroud had just led the Texans to an inspiring playoff run. The young Ohio State product was already one of the brightest quarterbacks in the league. And now, he had a target in mind, Elijah Moore, the Browns' underappreciated yet explosive wide receiver, and Shedeur's early favorite in training camp. Trouble in the dog pound. OTAs had just wrapped up in Berea. Coach Kevin Stefanski was cautious with his words during the post-practice pressers, but insiders were buzzing. Elijah's not happy. One team source whispered. He sees Shedeur getting all the headlines, and he's worried his role might be reduced in this new-look offense. Moore had been crucial for the Browns last season, converting third downs, running sharp routes, and playing with grit. But with the arrival of Shedeur and a new offensive coordinator eager to bring in more vertical threats, rumors swirled that Moore might be on the trade block. Enter Nick Caserio and the Houston Texans. Houston makes its move. CJ Stroud wasn't just watching tape, he was texting. Sources later revealed that Stroud and Moore had trained together during the offseason in Miami. The chemistry was real, and Stroud wasn't shy about recruiting. "Come be the guy in H-Town," he texted Moore after OTA news broke. Behind closed doors, Houston's front office was strategizing. They had cap space. They had draft picks, and they had an emerging dynasty to build in the AFC South. The Texans reportedly offered a second-round pick and a depth defensive lineman in a preliminary package for Moore. The Browns didn't say no, but they didn't say yes either. Shedeur gets wind of the deal. In a scene straight out of a Netflix docuseries, Shedeur was watching film in the Browns' quarterback room when he overheard the news from a passing assistant coach. "Been thinking of trading Elijah?" he asked, puzzled. No one responded directly, but the silence was enough.